Ladies and... One sec. Don't have my Prada glasses today, but I do have my Ray-Bans. Here we go. Aha! There we go. You got the sunshade. I can't see anything, but we're going to roll with it. Ladies and gentlemen, g'day. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Economics Mate, and as you can see, the 114 SP2 is finally for sale on the APAC server, which means that it will be for sale on every other server. But boy, oh, Cleveland, Ohio, is it a pricey tank. Holy shit. 27,500 gold. Now, obviously this tank, as far as I know, has only been sold like once or twice before. I think it's only been sold once before in the auction, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think has it been sold? I don't think it has been sold, which is probably why there's a 27,500 gold price tag on there. There's a 114 as well and a Forest Witch. So 2 Chinese heavy tanks and a really crappy Tier 7 heavy tank that some people say it's OP. It's not OP. It's not OP. We'll get to this one later. That's a ridiculous price. Let's have a look at this tank here. This is the 114 SP2. I do own this tank. It's decent. It's a decent tank. It's not crap. It's nicely balanced. It's basically the Chinese E100 is what it is. You have 300 mils in front of the turret. I know it says 300 millimeters, but good luck trying to bounce shots with the turret here. I mean, you may bounce a lot of shots, but at the same time, you will be hit a lot with Pramo because it's very flat, like the E100. You have 143 on the front of the hull. Again, the hull is decently armored. It's not crazy like a super heavy in terms of armor profile, but it's decently armored. It's nicely angled. You can, go hold down this thing and you can do it pretty well. You have 2400 DPM, which is interesting to say the least. 15.39 second reload. You have a 150 millimeter gun. You're doing 275 mils, of AP pen. Your heat is 367, but do keep in mind I am running this thing with calibrated shells. So, if you want that extra bit of penetration, there you go. 75 on your HE. You're doing 620 alpha per shot, so very similar to the E100. You're doing 520 on your Pramo and only 870 on your HE. So, very rarely will you get a 1000 alpha roll, but if you're lucky, you may be able to. 5.6 second aim time. Accuracy is not that good, but again, it's a 150 millimeter gun, and that's what you would expect to balance it out. You have a 0.389 dispersion, but again, I am running this thing with gun laying drive and enhanced gun. So, do with that information as you will. Your accuracy is not that good, but again, negligible because, of course, it's a 150 millimeter gun, and of course, your gun handling is pretty good considering how big the caliber gun is, and it's only got 7 degrees of gun depression and a 32 kilometers per hour top speed. So overall, it's a nice tank. It's decent enough. It's trollish as hell when you play it. It does like to troll you, but again, many people like this tank, so go for gold. Go for gold. Now, the 114, surprisingly enough, at Tier 9, is actually a nice tank. How much are they selling it for? 11,000 gold. I love how this is way more reasonably priced as Tier 9 heavy tank than some Tier 7 shitbox. Like, I own this tank. I got it in, I think, a mystery certificate or something like that. It's a good tank. It's actually very nice. Surprisingly enough, it's very nice. It's got a 140 millimeter gun, I believe, or a 130 millimeter. It's a weird caliber, but my point is, it's a really nice tank. 280 mils on the front of the turret, so, turret is decently armored. You can bounce a few shots when you go hold down. 170 mils on the front of the hull, which is actually better than the 114. Surprise, surprise. So you are stronger, technically speaking. You have 2000 DPM, 14.03 second reload, 272 mils of AP pen. Heat is 348. But again, I am running this thing with calibrated shells. So if you want to run it with gun rammer, go right ahead. I prefer to run it with calibrated shells because with these big derpy guns, you want to try and maximize your penetration values, and 70 on your HE. You do 470 alpha, so I was right. I think it's like a 135 or 140 millimeter gun. Yeah, either way, who cares? Who cares? That was 470 alpha and 600 on your HE. You have a 4.3 second aim time. Actually, you know what? No, it's the 130 millimeter gun. I was right. It is a 130 millimeter gun. You're doing you have a 4.3 second aim time. Not bad. But again, I am running this thing with gun laying drive and 0.367 dispersion. So accuracy is actually not bad. It's not crazy, but it's not bad. And the gun handling is pretty good. And it's got 9 degrees gun depression, which is actually very nice, which means you can put this on a ridgeline and go hold down. And he goes 32 kilometers per hour top speed. So overall, tier for tier, this is actually technically a better tank than the 114 SP2. And it's pretty reasonably priced. Obviously, I'll wait for this to be as cheap as possible before you go ahead and purchase it. Same thing with the 114. It's an expensive tank. Bloody hell. I reckon it's going to be about 21,000 or 20,000 as the lowest price. And yeah, maybe I'd say get it then. But I mean, personally, I'd go for the 114. The Forest Witch for 15,000 gold. Nah, not worth it. Not worth it at all. Yes, it's got emergency track, and yes, it's got a reserve shell, but... And? Who cares? You got 193 mils in the front of the turret. It's strong at tier 7. You can bounce a few shots. 128 mils in front of the hull. Again, it's quite troll. You can bounce some shots, but do keep in mind, you're a big-ass tank, very, very tall. People are going to hit you all day long, and they can get behind you, so... Yeah. 2.61 second intergrip reload. So do keep that in mind. There's an intergrip reload. This is an auto reloader. So don't fire your last shell. You fire your last shell, you're going to take 19.18 seconds to reload just one shell. So be smart and only fire a couple shells. Don't fire the whole thing. Yeah. You have 4 shells in your magazine. But technically speaking, you only have 3. You have 3 shells, and one of them's a reserve shell. Don't fire your reserve shell. Never fire a reserve shell. Never fire a reserve shell. 178 mils of AP pen. APCR is 240 and 45 on your HE. It's okay. It's decent penetration values for tier 7. Not crazy. Nothing crazy. 240 alpha per shot. And 320 on your HE if you even manage to pen. 4.8 second aim time. Yeah, it's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. 0.364 dispersion. Not bad. And 6 degrees of gun depression, and a 36 kilometer per hour top speed. Look, if you want a rare tank, here you go. Forest Witch. I personally dislike the tank. I don't think it's worth anywhere near the asking price of this. Other than that, honestly, the other two are pretty good, but my God, is the SP2 expensive. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of these tanks and which of these are you going to purchase. Otherwise, look after yourselves, look after your friends and family. Peace in the Middle East and everywhere else in this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful world. And as always, I'll catch you all in the next one. See you later, legends.